Hey, welcome back to the channel. So, over my career, I have a ton of stories that I would like to share with you all. Some are obviously involving me. Well, they're all involving me because I'm telling the story, but not always about me at all. And I think some of them you'll find really interesting, and hopefully you'll really enjoy hearing about.
Milwaukee's own Skip Kendall.
Skip Kendall.
Skip Kendall is 5 under today.
At the 9th. Chips in for birdie. He's tied for 3rd, 2 shots off the lead.
So here's the first story that I want to talk about. It was 1999. I was at the Players Championship. The day before the tournament started on Wednesday, I was playing my last practice round. I got to the first green, was putting. All of a sudden I felt a twinge in my back. My back went out. And I spent the rest of the day trying to recover. I remember seeing everybody, the physio guys in the trailer, you know, on site, and working with a chiropractor there that had come in to work with some other people that he was working with, but he found time to work with me that day. I woke up the next morning on Thursday with every intention of going to the golf course and withdrawing. I couldn't even put on my socks that day. I couldn't bend down at all. My wife had to help me do that, and ended up getting to the course, but I got in the trailer. The guy started working on me, started putting heat on me, working on the problem, and by the time I got out of there, I was like, I think I can do this. 1999 at the Players Championship also was probably the toughest setup of any Players Championship that I had played. Firm, greens were like cement, rough was up, fairways were like runways. It was going to be extremely difficult. We all knew that going in. There hadn't been much rain. It was really warm that year. And so I started the tournament, and I was able to play no problem. My back loosened up enough. It was good. Was on a lot of pills, but that was okay. And I really played well. I was focused. I think sometimes when you're injured, you're not, you know, thinking about a lot of the other stuff that you should. You're just trying to get by and focus in on the shot at hand, and I did. And I found myself going into the last day in the last group, and I'm playing with David Duval. Now, David Duval, at the time, 1999, was playing some great golf. I don't think he became #1 in the world until after this event, but he was really up there. And I knew he was playing great. We had played together a bunch before. Started out that day. Now I'm in the last group of the Players Championship. A lot of nerves, a lot of pressure. I started out really well. I birdied 2 of the first 3 holes and had the outright lead. Had it for most of the front side. I think all the front side. And then all of a sudden David came to life. He made an incredible birdie on number 9, holing out from the pot bunker just short of the green, just short right of the green for birdie. When it looked like the whole hole he was going to make a big number, he ended up making birdie, and I missed a 10-footer for birdie there. And I think at that point he took the lead and really never looked back. The part of the story that was the most amazing to me, though, was when we got to the 16th green. David finished out first, and I still had to putt. What I noticed was, kind of out of the corner of my eye, I saw him walking over to his bag, put his putter back in, or I think he handed his putter to his caddy, grab a club out of his bag, and he kind of started walking around the water to go to the 17th tee. Now, I hadn't putted out yet. And I putted out, finished the hole. My caddy and I and his caddy, we went to the bag, started walking around, and now David was practically on the tee of the 17th hole and almost there. By the time we reached the tee, David had already pegged his ball, had the club out that, you know, he grabbed from the 16th green, didn't take a practice swing, didn't even look where the hole was, and made the swing. And he hit one of the best shots really of all time that I think I've ever seen on that hole. Now you have to remember, this green, 17 that year, you had about a 10-foot circle to land the ball in, otherwise the ball was in the water. He landed this ball just over the center bunker. Now this is the pin placement way right, last day Players Championship on 17. Landed the ball just over the top of the bunker, just started trickling to the right, ended up about 5 feet. One of the best shots really of all time of that tournament probably, and especially under those conditions. I hit my shot kind of middle of the green. As we're walking around, I said, David, what was up there, man? And he looked at me and he said, Skip, I have a 1-shot lead. I didn't even want to think about the shot. I just wanted to get up there and hit it. I knew I had the right club. It was a wedge. I just pegged it. I sat over it and immediately made my golf swing and hit the shot. Didn't even think about it. I didn't want to even think about it. I apologize for walking away from the green, but I had to get it over with. I just had to hit it. He made the putt for birdie, had a 2-shot lead, ended up making par in the last hole and won the Players Championship by 2 shots. But I think more than anything, I think that taught me what it takes under pressure to win basically a major championship. As players, we all kind of consider the players a major. Commitment, no fear, simplify everything, try to get rid of all the noise. And on that hole, of course, there's lots of noise. Try to get rid of all of that and go ahead and just be committed to the shot and get up there and just hit it. No thoughts. You already know you've hit this shot 1,000 times in practice. You know, played the Players Championship many times, but just going up there and doing it. And without any, hey, it's 120 to the front, 132 hole, he didn't even know any yardage, didn't even take his yardage book out. It was an amazing thing that I learned that day, and what he did to actually win that tournament, and it was really cool. So wanted to tell you that story. It was pretty neat watching him win, and he did become #1 in the world after that week. Actually played with him the next week in Atlanta in the 3rd round, and we were talking about that again. It was pretty cool. So again, hope you enjoyed the story. I'll have a bunch more coming. Hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Want to make more putts when it counts? Pressure-proof putting is going to show you how to do that. Grab the link below and catch your 3 free videos so you can do that under pressure.